My next guest was one of the big winners this past weekend at UFC 266, getting that submission victory over Omar Moraes. It is Jonathan Pearce, JSP, back here on the program. John, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I am doing great, but not as good as you, though, man. First submission victory since August of 2017 when you fought in Bellator. How good did it feel to get another finish, this time via submission?
It felt great. Felt like the fight was the easiest part of the two camps I had ran previously to it. Felt like everything that could have went wrong, and then to come out with a win like that, it was great.
That's awesome, man. Did you know he was? You were the first fighter to finish him. Were you aware of that going into after the fact?
I knew I was gonna finish him if he didn't bring his A game. I'm not somebody to sleep on in this division.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. After that first round, how are you feeling? Because it was close. I think you could have maybe given him that first, but how are you feeling going into that second round?
The second round is my round. If you look at my record, most of my fights are finished in the second round. So first round's usually a filling out process, and then I feel like the second round you're really getting down to business.
And how was it having fans in attendance in Las Vegas? I know for some fighters that really sort of lifts them up when it comes to their fighting.
That was great. I haven't got to fight on a big stage like that and win yet. And after the Lozon fight, I questioned if I could, if I could do it on this level, and I proved to myself that I can, and everybody else.
Was there anything at all that surprised you about him as an opponent?
I was surprised how big he was, actually. Like, I knew he'd be big, but I was like, he'll be the same size as me. Like, I'm a big 45. He won't be able to make weight if he's bigger than me. And he was bigger than me, but like Silva says, the elephant isn't the king of the jungle.
And obviously, big win, you get the finish. How do you celebrate after a big victory like that?
Oh, man, I walked the strip with my family and friends that all came down and supported me, and just loved them, and it was a great time, and many more to come.
No, absolutely. You're really finding your groove. Did you have anyone that won any big money on your fight? I think the odds were pretty close going into that one. In fact, I think some actually had you as the underdog.
I think my one of the guys at my gym owner, Dave, had actually made some good money on me, and I had a lot of people in my inbox saying, "I bet the house on you." So it was exciting to, hear a lot of people's feedbacks and stuff.
Did you get to watch the rest of the card at all, or did you immediately after your fight go out on the strip?
As soon as I got done with my interviews, they escorted me out to the bus I came in on. So I didn't get to watch any more of the fights until I got down on the strip, and I got it on. And I think we watched Lauren Murphy's fight. We watched the Nick Diaz fight. We watched the rest of them, and those were some great fights.
What did you think of Nick Diaz? Obviously not the result he wanted, but what did you think of his comeback after 6 years fighting Robbie Lawler?
I thought he had done really good for having such a long layoff, and I was really surprised that he had used some of his old tactics and they're still working at this level.
Appreciate the honesty. And then the other bit of news that happened actually during your fight week was John Jones got arrested. What was your reaction to hearing that?
Didn't surprise me. He's like the Mike Tyson of MMA.
Ideally, when would you like to get back in there?
I saw that Caceres fight and the Chung Woo guy, and they offered me to fight Chung Woo, and I trained with Caceres, and it's business as usual. Like, I know I'd beat both those guys, and I think there's some more fights in November, like as soon as possible. Like, I want to get back in there and work. I worked really hard for these last two camps, and I didn't get much of a fight this fight, and I thought he would have put more of a fight up than that, and I really want to get in there and get my feet wet.
Are you going to kind of stay on standby as well in case any fights fall out? Like, how healthy are you coming out of this fight?
Oh, I'm perfect. Ready to go.
Good to hear. And we talked about the rest of your card. What about the main event? That's your division, featherweight. What did you think of Volkanovski and Ortega putting on a show in the main event?
I thought that was an awesome back and forth battle. I loved watching that one. Um, Hopefully here pretty soon I'll be fighting one of those fights.
Did you think Volkanovski was going to tap in that third round? That choke was pretty tight.
No, I think he was gonna let him put him to sleep if he was gonna get it, but just by the way the tide, I felt like he'd already took the tide and he wasn't gonna get it back.
And what did you make of that fourth round where, at the end of the round, Ortega kind of had to be helped to his corner? Some people felt like the fight should have been stopped there. What's your take on that?
A lot of my fights, if it would have been me, they would have stopped it. That's how I looked at it.
Okay, fair enough. I like the way you're saying that. What's the plan for the rest of the week? I'm sure a little bit of training, but I'm sure you're also relaxing a bit too. What's on the deck? What's on deck for this week?
I'm training as usual. I'm not really striking right now. Just gonna let that part rest for about a week, and then it's work as usual. Every time you win, they're gonna give you a better opponent, so you got to get better.
Yeah, no, that's great. And what about what's the best meal you've had since the fight? I'm sure you're getting to eat a little bit, not having to cut all that weight.
I had some cheesecake last night from the Cheesecake Factory.
Nice, you went all out. That's a good place to go. Obviously, for as the name suggests, it's a very good restaurant. So, what type of cheesecake did you get? Just a regular one, or did you spice it up a bit?
The Oreo.
Oh, nice. Good choice, man. Well, we're looking forward to the next one. Again, John, thanks so much for doing this. We're looking forward to it. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout outs, I'll give you the last word.
JSP MMA, that's Twitter and Instagram. I got the blue check on Instagram, so you'll know it's me. Give me some love, guys.